Good day, grade 9. Welcome to our revision classes. These series of video presentations are here to assist you in preparing for the exam, but I want to caution you, they are not the all and in all in your preparation. You have to read your notes, you have to read your handouts, you have to go over the activities, the concept maps, the puzzles, the class activities that were given. You have to go over them as you prepare for your exams. All right. I also want to remind you that the information that is in front of you on the screen is one of three handouts that were given to you. All right. The first one was the glossary of terms relating to family. You need to go through that. So there are some terms that you need to familiarize yourself with: marriage, family, family types, union, um, same-sex relationship. Well, you understand what I'm saying? Bigamy, polyandry. You must familiarize yourself with those terms. And remember that that handout is your Bible for terms, family terms, in your preparation for your CXC exam. The second handout that was handed to you had to do with the roles and responsibilities of family members. That parents, children, the interconnection between them, the relationship between them. You have to read through that handout also. For this exercise, we are focusing on family types and unions in the Caribbean. So we are going to go through the handout. Again, we are going to explain. You can go out, you work along with your handout as we explain and expand on the discussion that we had in class. All right, so the use of the term family as we begin suggests that there's only one family type. Although the idea of family is universal, there is no single family type. And we had established that in our classes before. There are different family types or family structures have gone through many changes, right? And social scientists, sociologists, anthropologists, etc. Social scientists believe that the family structure will continue to go through changes as different dynamics, some of them internal, some of them external to the family, impact the family itself. So the different family types that exist has made it difficult, very hard for social scientists to agree on a common definition. So there's no set definition for what a family is. But because we're doing social studies, and if you pursue sociology at sixth form and further, you're going to look, there's a principle that you must learn. In social studies, in other social science, we discuss things from general principles. There are always exceptions to the rule. So we discuss things from general principles. So the definition that we give here for the family, right, is from a general principle. But it doesn't mean that this will be the only hard and fast definition, as family structures will change. Okay? So what is a family? This is a group of individuals that are related by blood, by marriage, by adoption, and who live together and that generally consists of parents and children. So that's a family. They are related by blood, they are related, or they may be related by marriage, or they may be related to adoption. All right. What is a family type? No, this term refers to a group of persons who come together. It could be in a heterosexual environment, or it could be in a homosexual environment. Heterosexual has to do with male and female, two different genders. Homosexual has to do with two persons of the same gender. It could be two males, it could be two females. So it refers to groups of persons who come together, that's family type, and to make up a family unit and the type of relationship that they share with other members of that family unit. Okay, so that's family type. What is a family? What is a union? Now, for CXC, it is important for you to distinguish between family, union, and household. All right, CXC comments about the fact that our children do not know the distinction. So when certain questions are asked, for example, identify two types of families. Sometimes they give households, when in reality what CXC is expecting for is family type. or when they ask to identify two types of household, our students they will give two types of families, like extended, when in reality what CXC wants are households. So we have to be able to distinguish between family types, union, well, family, union, and household. So what is a union? This is the term that is used to describe the types of arrangements in which couples unite to form a family unit. Did you get that? The type of arrangements which couples come together, unite to form a family unit. And we're going to look at that shortly. And then what is a household? A household is where an entire group of persons come together, live together, and share living quarters. So they may be related, as in one context that we'll be looking at shortly, or they may not be related. All right? So those are households. So before we look at these, though, let's look at some characteristics of a family. I've placed before you 5 characteristics, but these are by no means the only characteristics that make up a family. There are different characteristics that as you read widely, and I hope that my students are reading, right, you'll come across others. But the 5 basic ones that we want to share with you today is the fact that within the family, the couple must be adults of both sexes. Remember, there are exceptions. We're talking in general terms. All right. So the question is, if we were to use this definition, and notice I put in bracket here, heterosexual. Do couples who are of the same sex, who live in it under the same household, who operate like a mic, do they constitute a family? That's something for you to ponder. But based on the characteristics that we give you, they would not make a family. All right. The second one is that they must be engaged in socially approved sexual relationships. In other words, within the context of marriage. Now, if we follow this criteria, does the homosexual relationship fit this category? Does the common law relationship fit this category? Does the visiting type relationship does it fit this category? It's debatable. All right. Third one, um, the couple must be engaged in reproduction. Well, I can see where couples can reproduce or visiting relationship. What about same-sex relationship? Do they fit this characteristic, the criteria to make up what we call a family? The fourth one is the couple must share common residence with their offspring. Um, Homosexual couples can have can't have offspring. They can have siblings. I mean, not siblings. They can have children, but the children would be based on adoption. But they can't have. Watch me careful. They can't have offspring. Offsprings are the byproducts of sexual relationship between a male and a female. So, so male X meet female Y, and they come together and go boom shakalaka laka boom boom. You know, that's my favorite term. And the female gets pregnant and produces an offspring. Are we together? Wonderful. So, do this alternative family, the homosexual family, would they fit this bill? Would they fit the criteria for their relationship to be considered their family? It's debatable. Remember, we're looking at 5. The couple must be engaged in economic activity. Well, all of them will be engaged in economic activity. All right. So these are 5 criterion. Sorry, 5 criteria. Let's pause. Criterion is singular. Criteria is plural. You have to bear that in mind. So if we use one, we call it a criterion. If we use more than one, we call it criteria. So these 5 criteria is what generally social scientists use as a basis to determine whether a unit that comes together people coming together to form a unit that whether or not they constitute a family. So let's just look at some family types now, right? Remember now what family types are. Family types are groups of persons who come together to make up a family unit and the relationship they share with each other member of the family unit. So one example of a family type would be the extended family. Now, based on the time that I'm seeing here, we're going to have to do follow-up videos to this presentation. All right, so we're going to end up doing about three presentations to look at various types. But let's continue. Family type, extended family. What's the extended family? The extended family is a family unit that consists of two or that no. This definition we have to adjust this one. It's a family unit that consists of more than two generations. That is key. We do not want to mix up the extended family with the joint family, joint union. So an extended family consists of more than two generations living in the same household. This type of family is also called a multi-generational family. Multi means that it's made up of several families. Generational means that they are connected, they are related by blood or descent. All right. So it's also called a multi-generational family. Um, it is called an extended family because it extends beyond the nuclear family, and it consists, not may, like we are adjusting here so now. So the information that we have here, we are adjusting it. So the extended family consists of the married couple, their children, grandparents, great grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. So it's more than the two generations. All right. So what are some of the advantages of this type of family structure? It is a large family structure. Because it's a large family structure, members share the company of each other. So loneliness is not necessarily a problem. Number two, grandparents and other adults within the family help with the socialization of the children. So the aunts, uncles, grandparents, great grandparents, uncles, etc. They help in socializing the children. Three, they carry out welfare functions. What do we mean by that? That members in the family look out for each other and help out each other. So persons who are sick or disabled, they look out for each other. Older members will give advice to the younger members as to how to deal with issues. All right. They carry out recreational functions. These are all advantages. So there's never a dull moment, or there should never be a dull moment in that type of family setting. There's a lot of, because there's so many persons that make up the family. You have birthdays, quite a number of birthdays being celebrated, reunions taking place, persons getting married. So there are quite a number of activities that take place within the family. So they tend to be more, recreational activities tend to be more prominent than the other types of families. Um, Comfort in times of loss and distress. In such circumstances, members unite together to express love, affection, and sympathy. There are more persons who are there to give you support, who are there to hold up your hand, to wipe your tears, to put a smile on your face, to help with joy to your heart. All right? Then you have financial security. So more persons are in the family, more persons are able to work, more persons are able to pool their resources to take care of the daily needs of the family. And the final one is that it's cultural tradition. So the older persons are able to pass on the tradition to the younger persons. And so the older, there's no burning out of any one person. If mommy can't do it today, grandparents will be able to do it. If grandparents can't do it, then the older uncles or the older aunts or the great grand aunts or whatever are able. So the family traditions are being passed on from one generation to another. And within the extended family, the traditions are not lost, right? Because there's that great emphasis on it, and there more persons are there to pass it on. So this is going to bring us to the end of this video presentation. We are not yet finished with the extended family. We are going to look at the disadvantage in the next video. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.